The lights go out. 30,000 hearts stop beating at once. And when they come back on, a man who changed wrestling forever is standing in that ring one last time. But before this night is over, blood will be spilled, a monster will fall from the heavens, and a legend from the shadows will return to shake the very foundation of Monday Night Raw. This is not just another episode. This is the night wrestling breaks your heart and puts it back together in ways you never saw coming. What's up, SLAMZONE family? If you're watching this right now, you're about to witness something that goes way beyond just another Raw recap. Tonight, we're diving deep into an emotional tribute, a devastating injury that's got the entire wrestling world holding its breath, and a return so unexpected it sent shockwaves through social media the second it happened. But I need you to do something for me right now. If you've ever felt that electricity when the crowd erupts, if you've ever jumped off your couch when your favorite wrestler hits their finisher, if you love this business as much as I do, then please, hit that subscribe button. Join this family. Because we're building something special here, and every single one of you matters. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of the chaos, the glory, and the heartbreak that makes wrestling the greatest show on earth. Drop a comment below telling me which moment from tonight hit you the hardest. Now let's get into this. Raw opens with a hush. You can hear it through the screen, that collective intake of breath from every fan in the building. The Titantron flickers to life, and there he is, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Images cascade across the screen like memories flooding back all at once. His debut at the Royal Rumble, the building nearly exploding when his music hit. His battles with John Cena that proved he belonged on the biggest stage. That WWE Championship reign that solidified his legacy. And you can feel it, even through your screen, you can feel the weight of 25 years of excellence compressed into these few precious minutes. The camera cuts to fans in the crowd, and grown men are wiping their eyes. Kids are holding up their AJ Styles shirts like flags of honor. Because this isn't just about moves and matches. This is about what AJ Styles represents to everyone who ever dared to dream that you didn't need to be 7 feet tall or weigh 300 pounds to become one of the greatest of all time. He proved that heart, that work ethic, that refusal to ever give up, that's what makes a legend. And then the music hits. That familiar theme that soundtracked so many iconic moments. AJ walks out one more time, and the ovation is deafening. This man who gave everything to this industry, who traveled the world proving himself in TNA, in New Japan, in every independent promotion that would have him, before finally making it to WWE and becoming a Grand Slam champion. He's moving slower tonight. You can see it in his walk. The years have taken their toll. The injuries have added up. But that fire in his eyes, that never dimmed for a second. He steps through those ropes with the same grace he always had, and he takes the microphone. His voice cracks just a little when he starts to speak, and you realize this is real. This is happening. He talks about his family, about his kids watching at home, about every locker room he ever walked into as a young kid trying to prove he belonged. He thanks the fans, his voice thick with emotion, and says something that cuts right through you. You made an old Georgia boy's dreams come true. The arena erupts. Chants of thank you Styles echo through the building like thunder. And right there, right in that moment, you're not watching a show anymore. You're witnessing the end of an era. You're watching a piece of your childhood, your teenage years, your adult life as a wrestling fan, come full circle. And if you're not emotional right now, if you're not feeling something deep in your chest, then you might want to check your pulse because this is what wrestling is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel. Fellow wrestlers come out to pay their respects. Some of them are guys AJ trained, guys he helped along the way. Others are legends themselves who shared that ring with him and know exactly what kind of warrior he was. Each handshake, each embrace tells a story of battles fought, of mutual respect earned through blood and sweat. The Undertaker once said that the locker room is the greatest judge of a wrestler's true character, and tonight, that locker room is emptying to show AJ Styles the kind of reverence usually reserved for the absolute elite. But wrestling doesn't stop for sentiment. It can't. Because while we're celebrating one legend, across the arena, another man's career might have just hit a devastating roadblock. And what happens next will haunt everyone who witnessed it. The match starts normally enough. Bronson Reed, this absolute unit of a human being, this 300-pound wrecking ball who moves like he's half that size, is in the ring doing what he does best, demolishing opponents. You've seen him climb to the top rope despite his size, despite every law of physics suggesting he shouldn't be able to do what he does. He's captivating. He's must-see. Every time he launches himself through the air, you hold your breath because you know the impact is going to be catastrophic. His opponent tonight is giving everything they've got, but Reed is in his zone. He's hitting those heavy strikes, those running splashes in the corner that sound like car crashes. The crowd is into it, chanting his name, because love him or hate him, you cannot look away when Bronson Reed is in that ring. He whips his opponent into the ropes, sets up for another one of those devastating moves, and that's when everything changes. It happens in a split second. Reed goes up, commits fully to the move like he's done 1,000 times before, but something goes wrong. The landing is off. The angle is wrong. And you hear it. That sickening sound that every wrestler dreads, that every fan fears. Reed hits the mat and doesn't get up. Not in that selling the move way. In that something is seriously wrong way. The referee immediately throws up the X symbol. Your stomach drops because you know what that means. Medical staff sprint to the ring like their lives depend on it. The camera tries to cut away, tries to protect the moment, but you've already seen Reed's face. You've seen the pain written across it, the confusion, the fear. This man who looks indestructible, who seems like he could walk through walls, is hurt. Badly hurt. The crowd goes quiet. That electric atmosphere from moments ago has evaporated, replaced by concern, by worry, by thousands of people collectively hoping that Reed is going to be okay. His opponent rolls out of the ring, pacing on the outside, clearly shaken because they know this isn't part of the script. This is real. This is what happens when you push your body to the absolute limit night after night after night. They bring out the stretcher, and your heart sinks even further because you know how serious this must be. Bronson Reed, this powerhouse, this rising star who was on the cusp of breaking through to that next level, is being carefully loaded onto that stretcher. Wrestlers come out from the back, standing at the top of the ramp, showing respect, showing solidarity, because they know it could have been any of them. This business is unforgiving. It takes everything you have and sometimes asks for more. As they wheel him out, the crowd starts a chant. Thank you, Reed, because even in this dark moment, even through their concern, they want him to know he's appreciated. They want him to know that whatever happens next, he's already proven himself. He's already made an impact. And everyone in that building, everyone watching at home, is sending every positive thought, every prayer, every ounce of hope they have that this incredible athlete will recover and come back stronger. Listen, I know this is heavy. I know we're riding this emotional roller coaster together, and there's still more to come. But real quick, if you're feeling this the way I'm feeling this, if these moments are hitting you right in the soul, I need you to hit that like button. Not for the algorithm, not for the numbers, but because it tells me you're here, you're with me, you're part of this journey. Subscribe to SLAMZONE if you haven't already. Share this video with your wrestling friends, with your family who doesn't understand why we love this so much, show them why. Because nights like tonight, these are the nights that define what it means to be a wrestling fan. We celebrate together, we worry together, we're a family. Now let's get to what happened next, because if you think the surprises are over, you haven't been paying attention. The show continues, trying to regain momentum after that gut-wrenching injury. Matches happen, promos are cut, but there's still this heaviness hanging over everything. And then, without warning, without any hint or rumor or leak, the lights drop again. Complete darkness. The kind of darkness that makes your skin prickle because you know something is coming, you just don't know what. A sound echoes through the arena. Not music yet. Just a sound. Something ominous. Something that longtime fans might recognize but can't quite place. And then the Titantron lights up with images that shouldn't be on WWE television. Broken glass. Shadows moving in darkness. Carnage and chaos and a figure emerging from the void. And then you see it. The mask. Those cold, emotionless eyes staring through the camera and into your soul. Abyss. The monster. One of the most feared and respected figures in wrestling history is here, on Monday Night Raw, and the internet is about to explode. Social media is melting down in real time. People are texting their friends, calling their buddies who stopped watching, screaming, "Are you seeing this?" Because Abyss on WWE television was something that seemed impossible. Something that belonged in the realm of fantasy booking and wishful thinking. But there he is, walking down that ramp with Janice, his signature board wrapped in barbed wire and embedded with nails, resting on his shoulder. Security backs away. Referees don't know what to do. And whoever's in that ring waiting becomes very aware that they're about to have a very bad night. The presence Abyss brings is suffocating. This isn't a wrestler. This is a force of nature. This is what happens when you open the door to the darkness and something walks through. The crowd is absolutely losing their minds, torn between excitement at seeing this legend and fear of what he's about to do. And when he finally speaks, that voice, that deep, menacing tone that's narrated so many nightmarish moments in wrestling, it cuts through the noise like a knife. He's here for a reason. He's here with purpose. And Monday Night Raw just got a whole lot more dangerous. The match that follows is exactly what you'd expect from Abyss. It's brutal. It's hard to watch at times. It's everything that made him a legend in TNA and beyond. Every strike sounds like it hurts. Every move looks devastating. This is old-school psychology meets modern-day intensity, and it's absolutely captivating. His opponent gives everything they have, but you can see it in their eyes. They know they're in there with something different tonight. Something terrifying. When Abyss finally ends it, when he hits that black hole slam and the referee counts 3, the impact of that moment resonates through the entire wrestling landscape. WWE just added a monster to their roster. A proven draw. A man who can work with anyone and elevate every storyline he touches. The possibilities are endless, and fans are already fantasy booking dream matches in their heads. As Raw goes off the air, you sit back and try to process everything you just witnessed. You started the night celebrating AJ Styles, a man who represented everything pure and phenomenal about professional wrestling. You felt your heart break watching Bronson Reed get injured, reminding you of the real human cost of the entertainment you love. And you ended the night watching Abyss emerge from the shadows, opening up entirely new chapters and storylines that you didn't even know you wanted. This is why we watch. This is why we keep coming back week after week, year after year. Because wrestling gives us these nights that contain the full spectrum of human emotion, joy and sorrow, fear and excitement, nostalgia and anticipation. It's theater at its most raw, sports entertainment at its most pure, and there's nothing else like it in the world. AJ Styles gave us a lifetime of memories, and even as we say goodbye to his in-ring career, we know his legacy will continue to inspire the next generation. Bronson Reed showed us the sacrifice these athletes make, the risks they take every single time they step through those ropes. And Abyss reminded us that in wrestling, anything is possible. The unexpected can become reality. Legends can return. And the show always goes on. Before I let you go, I need you to do something for me one more time. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Join the SLAMZONE family. We're here every week breaking down the biggest moments, analyzing the best matches, and sharing this incredible journey together. Comment below and tell me what you want to see from Abyss on Raw. Tell me your favorite AJ Styles moment. Tell me how you're feeling about Bronson Reed's injury and what it means for the division. Share this video with everyone who needs to see what happened tonight. And most importantly, keep supporting these wrestlers who give us so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for loving wrestling as much as I do. This is SLAMZONE, and I'll see you next week for whatever insanity happens next. Stay phenomenal, stay strong, and never stop believing in the power of this incredible business. Peace.